My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
From Remedy Studios, the creators of Max Payne, comes Alan Wake, a survival horror-esque third-person action game and psychological thriller. Originally released for the Xbox 360 and recently for the PC, Alan Wake is an interesting blend of genres with the potential to offer an amazing single-player gaming experience.
Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it, unfortunately.
The game has you play out the experience of the titular character Alan Wake, who is visiting the town of Bright Falls with his wife Alice.
Okay.
Soon enough, trouble ensues as Alan's wife is kidnapped and he is thrust into a world of supernatural darkness enveloped with mystery and intrigue. The game's episodic structure does an impressive job of pacing the story, and the use of scattered manuscript pages throughout the game, foreshadowing events to come, was superbly executed and greatly enhanced my experience playing the game. The characters in Alan Wake are all very vibrant with a vast host of likeable faces and personalities to match. However, as the plot progressed, it seemed to get less coherent and nonsensical as I dove deeper into the game. While it did add to the sense of mystery and unpredictability of the game's story, it also ultimately ended on a very confusing note.
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up.
Alan Wake plays very much like an action game with fast-paced combat which will keep you on your toes. Although the variety of weapons is fairly limited and at times the amount of enemies that appear can overwhelm you, this didn't take anything away from the gameplay as controls were easy to grasp and for the most part very responsive. There are numerous vehicle sections throughout the game which were pretty bland as the vehicles handled badly, but the fact that these sections were few and far apart stopped it from hindering the game. Although the combat in Alan Wake was pretty good, near the end of the game the enemy encounters became much more frequent which only served to annoy rather than challenge.
I'm your biggest fan! It's the native.
Alan Wake is a visually impressive game, from detailed environments which heavily draw you in to an excellent soundtrack featuring music by Poets of the Fall, bring the game's fantastic scenery to life. The voice work in Alan Wake is very impressive, providing an enthralling narration which really draws you into the game. As this is on the PC, if your computer specs meet the requirements, the game can be run with a much higher graphical detail to its 360 counterpart, and in my experience the game runs rather smoothly with little to none problems. Alan Wake is an overall fantastic game with a gripping story which employs exceptional narrative techniques to really encourage gamers to let themselves be absorbed by the game's enchanting story. Alan Wake as a game does very little wrong and a lot right. I would highly recommend this game as there really aren't many games that can offer an experience that comes close to what Alan Wake is.